topping the classical music Billboard charts for 10 consecutive weeks. This gentleman trio has made international headlines with their inspirational songs and cinematic pop sound. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome USANA's special guests, Gentry.
I see the past staring me down. I take a deep breath, feet firm on the ground. My heart's racing fast, beating in time, counting down.
I scream at the voice inside of my head that whispers my dreams are gone and dead. But the harder they push, the stronger I fight for what's ahead.
I chart in my course to answer the call. I'll fight till I win, proud of the cost of my battle scars. I'll never cave in, won't question or pause. I'll climb to the ledge, jump off the edge and rewrite the odds and dare to dream. When is the last time someone dared you to do something? Was it when you were young? A time when many of us wouldn't hesitate to dare ourselves. But no matter the difficulty, our innocent, determined approach to life has led us to believe we could conquer the world. Do you still believe you could conquer the world? As we experience day-to-day struggles and hardships in life, it's easy to lose sight of what we can accomplish.
What once were our hopes and dreams can often fade to distant memories. USANA dares you to wipe away this fear. We challenge you to remember your capabilities, your potential to impact not only your own life, but also the lives of hundreds of thousands around the world. We present the opportunity and the pathway to a better life of empowerment. And we don't just encourage you to follow your dreams, we dare you to.
Rachel Cadoya was someone who accepted this challenge. 4 years ago, Rachel's dream life was shaken when an unexpected tragedy destroyed everything and threatened the future of her family. Hear how this courageous mother dared to take action and rebuild her dreams.
In 2011, my husband, a Japanese national, my 3 daughters and I were living in Yokosuka, Japan. We had a nice life. We had close family and friends. Our children were happy and busy with school. Swimming lessons, music lessons, church activities. We had good jobs, a comfortable home, and a car that was paid for. We had 0 debt and a newly remodeled kitchen. We had a nice life. One afternoon, as the children were just getting out of their elementary school, and I was driving to pick up my mom, I stopped at the stop sign and noticed that the sign was shaking. In fact, everything was shaking. Even the car I was in was moving back and forth and back and forth. I was in the middle of a 9.0 earthquake. And as the aftershocks began, we witnessed the tides being sucked back into the ocean. And I soon realized that we would be hit with a devastating tsunami. And I went to get my kids from school, but they weren't there. They weren't at the school. And I went home, and they weren't there either. And in a panic, I began going door to door, desperately asking anyone if they had seen my children or if they knew where they were. Everyone was pouring out into the street. The sirens were blasting, and the voices over the speakers were telling us to go to higher ground. But I couldn't find my children. The phones weren't working, and all the communication was cut off. Well, not all communication. I began praying, and miraculously, I felt like I was led to this house where I found my daughters. My husband soon made his way back to us, and for the moment, we were safe and we were together. However, that earthquake led to a tsunami, and it led to the triple meltdown nuclear explosion in Fukushima, and our lives would never be the same. My daughters and I immediately evacuated to Okinawa, leaving my husband behind to continue working and to rebuild. And in Okinawa, we stayed in a church for 3 weeks, scared and not knowing what was going to happen to my husband or what was going to happen to us. And I really didn't even know if I was ever going to see him again or if I was going to be able to return. 3 weeks later, after reports that I was safe, my 3 daughters and I returned to be reunited with my husband. And we were ready to put this tragedy behind us and to move forward with our lives. However, we soon realized that it was not safe. We learned that particles of nuclear fallout coated our home, our schools, and our food supply. The cleanup job was overwhelming for the country. We tried to continue living in Japan with the radiation for over a year, while my instincts to protect my children battled a society unable to face the severity of the situation. The more I inquired and observed, the more I feared for my children's health and the safety of my family. I began to study about the effects of radiation on human cells, and I had growing concerns about the safety of everything I served my children. We began to only eat food that had been checked for contamination, but this limited their nutrition, and I knew that with a lack of proper nutrition, my daughters did not have a fighting chance to maintain their health. And that's when I turned to supplements. But I wasn't sure that I could trust the supplements made in Japan, so I purchased supplements from other countries, but I still wasn't confident that those were safe. I was feeling like I was failing and losing this battle to protect my family. And I began to dwell on all the wrong choices I was making for my little girls. What might my children's future be? What might my grandchildren's future be? I fell to my knees and I started begging God for mercy on my girls and begging for guidance. And after much prayer, I felt I needed to remove them from that situation. So for a second time, we had to leave our friends and our family and everything we owned behind and evacuate. My husband stayed behind to tie up loose ends and to continue working for us. It was the summer of 2012 when we left the place that we called home and we fled to San Diego, California. I was all by myself with my 3 little girls, and all we had was what we could fit in our suitcases. I had no choice but to use my credit cards for all of our expenses. We were faced with increased health risks. I had no job, I had no insurance, and we had a mountain of debt. I felt confident in my decision to leave, but fear and anxiety for what lay ahead. I was not in a state of even daring to dream. I was struggling to dare to even to hope. We spent the next year depending on the grace of God and on the hospitality of family in the United States. And it was during this time that my cousin Christina Rivera told me about USANA for the second time. And unlike the first time, 10 years prior, this time I was all ears. She told me of Dr. Wen's and USANA's quality standards. And when I heard that USANA tests for contamination, my heart was won. Initially, I was not all interested in the business because I was focused on taking care of my children no matter the cost. But as time went on and my belief in the products increased, I found myself sharing the USANA products with everyone that I could. And I started receiving checks, which paid for the products, and then they grew and they kept coming, and I realized that this was a real opportunity, not only for my family's health, but for us to begin rebuilding our financial health as well. My challenges had also shaken my confidence at that time. And now through USANA, I was meeting new friends and feeling the support of a whole team of wonderful USANA family members. You know, when you're down and you're struggling, just get around the other USANA family members and you will quickly find yourself being lifted to higher ground. Many upline and crossline leaders lifted me. Leaders like Majid Mockberry, who told me that he believed in me and that I could be more and that I could do more. He told me that I could soon be goal director, and I believed him. Fast forward through 2 conventions, countless USANA webinars, events, trainings, meetings, 25 pounds lost, thousands of dollars earned, and 1 gold director rank achieved. And my hope for our future has been restored. My faith has been confirmed. And I now get to watch the people that I love improve their health day by day. And I feel confident that my children have a chance now. We eat healthy, we take our supplements. My children make wise choices now as to what they put in their bodies. And I'm able to stay home and help them with their schoolwork, take them to their music lessons and activities, all while contributing to the family's income with my USANA business. I'm able to help with the bills, so now my husband has been able to join us here. We're stronger now. We've been able to show our children that adversity breeds opportunity. Recently, for career day at my daughter's school, she went dressed like this. Though I'm thankful that I had the freedom and the faith to choose to leave my home, my heart still aches for the situation in Japan and for those that I have left behind. I'm thankful for my cousin and her courage to share USANA with me again after I had rejected her before. I'm grateful for the opportunity that USANA provided me to rebuild, protect, and to give hope back to my family. And I also appreciate that USANA has provided my family with a way to make a difference in the lives of others through the USANA True Health Foundation, as well as through my own fundraiser called Free Vitamins Against Free Radicals, which sends free USANA moles to children in Japan. Helping to lift others to higher ground through better health and through better quality of life has now become my passion. As USANA associates, we have a responsibility to share our knowledge and to help as many people as we can by introducing them to the freedom, the opportunity, and the health that we enjoy as USANA family members. United, we can empower others to live a quality life full of joy and inspire them to go beyond just survival, but to dare to dream. Thank you.
We can choose to let life's events define who we are, or we can choose to shape our own destiny. Julian Andres Salazar had just such a choice. Faced with countless struggles and hardships, Julian had the wisdom to see the destructive path that he was on, and the courage to change directions, recognizing and seizing an opportunity to build a life he was proud to live each and every day. Here is his story.
First, I want to start by giving thanks to my upline, God. Thank you, God. Without you and your love, this would have never been possible. At the age of 13, I lost my mom, the only bloodline that I had left. From that point on, everything was full of pain, a world of emptiness. Despite being adopted soon after, I just couldn't take it. So I made a mistake, and I ran away from home. As an orphan living in the streets, it was all about survival and finding a way to sleep, a way to eat, a way to continue every day the same process in order to stay alive. Friends, when you're hungry, you realize what you're really true are made out of and what your limits really are. I started to abuse my health in order to hide from what I was feeling. I felt lost, with no direction in life, alone. But deep down inside my heart, I had a dream to become, someday, the person my mother fought so hard and sacrificed so much for me to be. She was my hero, my mentor, and I just couldn't take everything she taught me and showed me for granted. So I made a decision to become better, and I did. At the age of 18, at Christmas Eve, I came back home. I reconciled with my dad, with my sisters, with my cousins, my uncles, with everybody. Especially with my grandma, the person who gave me her heart and introduced me to my new family. I hugged her so hard and told her, I'm back and I'm never leaving you again. But still, I had no direction. No goals whatsoever. I took many paths later that led me to the same dead road time after time, until I was introduced to USANA 2 years ago. My sponsor, Andrew Gong, gave up on me though when I said no to the opportunity 3 times in a row, and heck, I don't blame him. I was a lost cause. I had no money, no friends, no attitude, no healthy lifestyle, a complete mess. I was the last person you would ever want to prospect. It was until I attended an event when somebody asked me a decisive question that would turn my inner world inside out. And it was, who do you want to be? Who do you want to be? I told him, I want to be successful. He said, you want to be successful? I said, yeah, okay, come to the event tomorrow at 8 o'clock, but wear a suit. A suit? I don't have a suit. Hey, I don't even know how to tie a tie. How am I going to find a suit? Get a suit. That night, I called a friend up. Hey, man, what you doing? Partying. Oh, cool. Can I come over? Yeah, come on. All right, on my way. Cool. Hey, man, I'm outside. All right, coming down. All right, come in, come in. I'm not coming in. Oh, come on. What do you mean you're not coming in? Then what you're here for? And I looked at him and said, I'm here for your suit, your tie, and your shoes. It took me a while to convince him, but I did. We ended up switching clothes, and the next day, there I was. He comes up to me, and you know what he said? Good job. Walk with me. And that day, I got introduced to the USANA family. And that person, ladies and gentlemen, was Michael Callejas. Thank you, Michael. Thank you so much. So I started selling products on the street in order to keep going. With no suits, no ties, just me and my tattoos, making many mistakes and taking many hits on the way in order to keep on going. But you know what? I didn't care. Why? Because I've already felt a lot of pain. I've taken a lot of rejection, and I was sick and tired of my life repeating itself time after time. And I had a dream so big that nothing would ever stop me from achieving it. So every time, I've always found a way. And guess what? Here I am. Wow! Really? Woo! Yes! Woo! God gives us gifts in life. Some are invisible, others visible. And some of you have the greatness, luck, and richness to have a home. And a mama or a papa is still around and still kicking. Hey, some of you might even have them next to you right now, right here. I don't. I just can't imagine what I would give to have my mother, my hero, right here, right now, for 30 seconds, look at her in the eyes and say how much I miss her, how much I love her, and thank you for sacrificing who she could have been in order to give me what she never had. I think she's smiling and is proud of me, don't you think? Wow. Family are the friends you choose in life. And what a big family I have. My family back at home, my team, and my USANA family. Stay close to one another. Never let go of your dreams. And always, friends, always find a way. Thank you, USANA, and God, thank you all.
From a young age, Nick Puga dreamed of becoming a professional performer. However, this brought many challenges and failures. Listen and discover what Nick found to be the X factor in achieving his dreams and creating the life he'd always imagined living.
Hi, I'm Nick Puga. I grew up in Miami, Florida. Heat Nation, TMB, stand up, make some noise. Mexico, Colombia. Always wanted to do that. And like most kids, I had a deep desire to become Michael Jackson one day. I'm like, sign me up for this. Which, of course, did not help me gain any popularity in school. I was constantly picked on and pranked on in school. I've sat on pencils facing up, had teachers ask me if I had peanut butter in my ears, and had jocks pull my pants down and drag me naked across locker room floors, which is equally gross as embarrassing. Anyway, as soon as I realized that becoming Michael Jackson wasn't a reality, I started fantasizing about other careers in the entertainment world because at the time, I was a terrible student, but I had a solid list of impressions, man. tired of school, man. So, I got myself involved with my high school theater department, starred in plays and pep rally skits, and for the first time, I felt genuinely accepted and appreciated by the entire school. I then studied theater at a local university. I got an agent, began working on some commercials, but I knew I had to move to Hollywood, the major league, at some point if I really wanted a career, and a couple of interesting things happened. My parents divorced, my girlfriend broke up with me, my dog ran away, and I was becoming very depressed at school. And it may not have seemed like much, but at age 21, I had enough reasons to dare to dream and make that change. So I moved to Los Angeles in 2001 to pursue my passion of working as an actor in film. My mom freaked out, others laughed, but I couldn't afford their thoughts. It was a roller coaster of emotions, filled with interesting living arrangements, 15 not-so-fantastic part-time jobs, including but not limited to waiter, telemarketer, TV show ticket guy, soap seller, valet parker, room service guy, minibar checker, set-up continental breakfast guy, break-down continental breakfast guy, you get the point. And a not-so-glorious $17,000 debt to my brother, sister, and good friend Visa, which entitled me to, on occasion, split one sandwich between 3 people. Failure was my middle name, but lucky for me, that's the only way to learn and ultimately succeed. I became a full-time working actor in 2006, and soon married my high school sweetheart, who at the time was launching her own fashion line and starting to make a name for herself. However, the fashion business is also not as glamorous as it sounds. From buyers closing shop to others stealing, it was simply too much physical and financial stress to keep grinding and hustling with a baby girl on the way. Within a year, I was offered a lead role in an independent feature film that I was excited about. And physically being what many would call skinny fat, I challenged myself to be in the best shape of my life for the role. 9 months and 3 personal trainers later, my injuries and setbacks left me very discouraged with just a 90-day window to get the job done. And it was at this point in time that my super smart wife started a home-based USANA business against my better judgment. So products, yes, give it up for her. So USANA products show up on my doorstep, and I'm all, what is this? I don't want this. Let me try some. And I haven't missed a day since. My newfound focus, energy, and recovery made USANA the X factor for me hitting my fitness goal in time for the movie. And the realization that my wife had such a unique and rewarding business opportunity in helping others, and that my job as an actor is to look for a job every day, drove me to take my talents to USANA and diversify our income so I wouldn't have to take any more acting jobs based on how lucrative they were, but rather have the option to take on more artistically fulfilling roles. Yeah, 2 can play at this USANA business. So, fast forward, just 2 weeks ago, we are brand new gold directors. I love gold! USANA is the X factor in our life because we're healthier and happier than we've ever been. We're empowering people from all walks of life to design their own lifestyle with our ever-expanding team of like-minded individuals while creating a legacy for our kids and without sacrificing my dream in any way. Plus, honestly, we haven't had this much fun since high school, am I right? USANA's motto is everything we do helps you love life and live it, and I'm living proof. There are so many things that I value from my product partnership with USANA that go miles beyond health and income. A powerful network of friends, new skills, time freedom, working on creative projects, pursuing other interests, personal development, and paid vacations, to name a few. So, I want you to know that this is your life. And you're not an extra. You're the star. If you're looking for a positive change to expand your network, take your skills and talents to new heights, have optimal health, and generate a residual income to support your dreams in a noble, rewarding, and fun way, you are in the right vehicle. Revved up, optimized, and personalized with a full tank of essentials and Nutri-Mill. There may be some Choco chips on the road, but the destination is peanutty bliss. So strap on your sensei, take a look at yourself in the mirror, and decide to make that change.
Behind those who dare to dream, you will find a powerful why. Few whys are more powerful than one's love of their significant other. Irene Tan and her husband share just a love. However, their dream took an unexpected turn.
我出生在一个很贫穷的家庭，吃的是山菜野果。小时候呢，我是半工半读，12岁呢就开始进入社会打工。从小呢，我就知道我必须要努力做工赚钱，让我的弟妹们吃得饱，完成学业。我先生呢和我做什么呢都在一起。我在1993年呢和先生开设了制衣厂。 我们在一起工作，一起编织着梦想。我是先立业后成家，我很喜欢旅行，但是我先生不太能坐飞机，因为他坐飞机会有耳痛、流鼻血。但是先生非常的疼爱我，坚持忍着痛楚，常常带我出国。我们很享受在一起的感觉，这样的生活 太幸福了，可是，在2007年，我的人生起了一个很大的变化。那种痛，不是一般人所能理解的。我还记得那一天早上，我进工厂，先生进来叫了我：“玲啊，我要去收货。” 我抬头回应说：“好的。”我看着他的背影，渐渐地走出了我的视线。我没想到那是我最后一次听他呼唤我的名字。我更没想到那是我最后一次看他在我面前走过。大概9点多，有人告诉我，我先生出事，送进医院。 我赶到医院时，见他是昏迷不醒。医生告诉我，他的脑部严重出血，只有2%的生存几率。好几位医生要我放弃，就算救起来，也很可能是植物人。各位朋友。 2%代表的是什么？当时我在想，我的孩子还那么的小，最大的只有13岁，最小的6岁。我不能让他们没有爸爸，更何况他还有2%的几率。我不能放弃。 我跪地苦苦地哀求医生救救我的先生。医生勉强地答应，但要我签很多的文件。当时我是泪流满面，我根本看不清我要签的是在哪里。师傅是带着我的手，到哪我签到哪。 当我先生推入手术室时，我抱着先生说：“平，你要加油，你不可以放弃我们，因为你很爱我们。”我看着我先生的眼角流下眼泪，我的心好痛好痛，我好害怕，我好无助。 因为他这一进去会活着出来嘛？手术10多个小时，终于医生出来告诉我手术成功，但是要靠很多仪器来维持他的生命。医生建议我把他送进疗养院，我拒绝了，因为送进那里要和我分开。 那救他又有何用？我决定在家安装了像医院的设备，把我先生带回家照顾。从那天开始， 我学习当我先生的护士，当他的营养师，还有物理治疗师。我要处理一家大小的事务，还要打理工厂。我要扛起整头家的生计。这段日子我过得很辛苦。我先生6年动了8次手术，1年6个月要住在医院。医院的医疗费、孩子的教育费还有生活费，1个月就要1万。还不包括债务。我努力的做工赚钱，但日子还是很难过。之后，我的人生转折点出现了。2012年，我认识了USANA，知道了什么叫做真正的财富自由。我认识了优质产品能给予我们的细胞足够的营养，维持健康的重要性。而这2样东西是我当时迫切所需要的。2年后的今天，情况起了很大的变化。我感觉到我有更充足的体力来照顾我的先生，我们的经济能力也好转了。这也允许了我有更多的时间来照顾我的家人。很多人问我，这7年来对我先生的感觉和心情，我只是一笑带过。而今天，我会告诉大家我的心底话。我每一天都在担心我先生太饿或太饱，太冷或太热。躺着的姿势会不会不舒服？哪里会有酸痛？照顾他并不容易，但这么多年来，我从来不曾为我当初要求医生来救活他的决定而后悔过。我感觉到我很幸福，能有他在我的身边，和我一起分享着生活的点滴。USANA。USANA不但令我有健康的体力来照顾他，也让他的健康有很大的改善。因为有USANA，我对我的未来充满了希望。USANA同时间呢，也兼顾了我的孩子。在之前，孩子的教育费都成问题，我哪还敢想供他们上大学？而现在，我有能力供我孩子上大学。老2也在新加坡读大学的学费和生活费，我都有能力。我有3个很棒的孩子，他们在生活中呢也经历了不少。他们也很重视我投入的资源。孩子们承诺我会努力的学习，我很开心。我有这3个孩子，这2年来的成绩呢，不是第1就是第2。我的愿望呢，是孩子能完成硕士学位，能把我的USANA事业呢做得更好、更成功。这是我最好的礼物。也是我最大的骄傲和喜悦。
So many of our dreams at first seem impossible. Then they seem improbable. And then When we summon the will, they soon become inevitable. John Denver CRUZ exemplifies such a will, turning his impossible into the inevitable.
Since my early years, I thought our family was perfect. I have two older brothers who were very caring. I have wonderful parents who love us so much. Everything was going perfect, or so I thought, until we discovered that my father has a second family. Eventually, he left us. He made no communication nor had given support of any kind. As young as 8 years old, I became so tied up with domestic responsibilities, like babysitting my little sister, as my mother single-handedly found ways to sustain our daily needs. She worked as a vendor in the province, walking miles, knocking from one door to the other, not mindful of her tired, swollen feet from endless walking and aggravated by the scorching heat of the sun. At one instance, she almost collapsed out of too much fatigue and stress. She made night into days, working without complaints, and it broke my heart. She had sacrificed so much. I have been a first-hand witness about the harsh realities of life. There was a point that what ran in my thoughts were all the negative things of being in this world. I thought that it was too expensive to be alive. But I just can't keep whining about life. That time, I promised myself that I will do everything for my mom and my siblings. I moved out from my grandparents' house and traveled to the north. Our family got separated as I enrolled as a working student just to finish my college. I served as a service crew in some fast food chains. At night, I juggled my time to work as a working student. The meager income of $1 sustained my personal needs, all right, but still, I couldn't help my mother and my siblings. Out of chance and fate, my younger sister and my mom got an opportunity to come here in the US. When I finished my college, I thought life would be better. As my mom always told me, studying hard, getting good grades, and finishing up a degree ensures one of a bright future. But in my case, that was never true. With a college degree under my belt, I took odd jobs: bellhop, car wash boy, front desk clerk, sales clerk, and office staff. After many years, I landed as a manager of a donut store. I was very proud that time because I thought after working for 8 years, I had arrived. But reality set in. There was really no money in it. Not the kind I had been wanting to get, so I'll have the chance to be reunited with my family. I needed to find something else. I needed to make more. That's the time I encountered network marketing. I joined a local company, and after 2 years, I found out that the company was a total scam and was shut down. My elder brother told me that I was a fool. I was already a manager, but then why still do network marketing? Could I really be a fool? There was something in network marketing that I saw that will give me a greater earning potential. So I joined again, another local company that was really newly launched. I didn't know why it still surprised me that after 1.5 years, the company just went bankrupt, and the owner was no longer to be found. It took me 6 years to find the perfect company called USANA. And now, before giving my full potential, I checked first its credibility and stability. But I didn't get the support I was expecting from my family and friends. I didn't blame them, for I knew they were coming from I knew they were thinking that my name that was synonymous to being scam. I was discouraged initially, but there's no time to falter. I had to work on my dreams. So I started my market in a new territory. Here, I didn't know anyone. I built my network in Makati, where our office is located in the Philippines. Talk about cold market, that's exactly how I started. I was armed with prayers, courage, and determination to make it. I was constantly ignored, and while no words were spoken, one can see and read the mocking eyes of the strangers. I was never verge of giving up. The more I got rejections, the more I got determined to make it. I hit my Platinum Premier Pay Setter in 4 days. Yes, that's right. In a place of strangers where I too was one of them. I was low, but sure, I was heading. I found my true health in USANA. I found my true wealth in USANA. And guess what? I also found my true love as I met my eternal partner, also in USANA. Talk about true health, true wealth, and true love. I exchanged my vows with my married couple, my beautiful, amazing, ever-loving wife, Anna. Dreams do come true. We're able to secure our own place called home and a brand new car. We got a chance to travel to many different places like Hong Kong, Singapore, Malaysia, Thailand, China, Korea, and lastly, US of A. And the biggest part of all this success was after 8 long years of waiting, I was able to reunite with my mom and my sister. And that's all possible with USANA. It's been a lifelong dream to stand before you, to share and to inspire to those who are not yet on fire. There's no other better vehicle in getting our dreams than what we have now. I believe with love and passion, you can do anything. As I always tell myself, I think I can. I know I can. I can. I can. I can. USANA, you're the best. I love you. Thank you.
We all dream. We ponder what our lives might be like if we strived for what makes us truly happy.
So what are you waiting for? Why not dare yourself to follow those dreams and to do whatever it takes to make them a reality?
The time is now, and USANA is with you every step of the way. I push through the pain and claim what I earn. Ready to take the lessons I learned and pass them along, taking my turn to make
to answer the call. I'll fight till I win, proud of the cost of my battle scars. I'll never cave in, won't question or pause. I'll climb to the ledge, jump off the edge and rewrite the odds and dare to dream. Dare to dream.